Michel Foucault stands as a seminal figure in modern philosophy and social theory, fundamentally reshaping our understanding of power dynamics, discourse, and control. His profound insights have transcended disciplinary boundaries, profoundly impacting fields ranging from sociology to political science. At the core of Foucault's critique lies a departure from conventional notions of power, which traditionally viewed it as wielded by identifiable authorities in hierarchical structures. Instead, Foucault posited power as diffuse and pervasive, operating through complex networks and discourses that shape knowledge, truth, and social norms. This perspective challenged Marxist theories that emphasized economic relations as the primary locus of power, offering a more nuanced view that encompassed cultural, institutional, and disciplinary dimensions. Central to Foucault's exploration is the concept of discourse. Discourses, for Foucault, are systems of knowledge, language, and practices that not only represent reality but also construct it. They define what can be said about a particular topic, how it can be said, and who can speak. Importantly, discourses are imbued with power relations, determining what is considered normal or deviant, acceptable or unacceptable within society. Foucauldian discourse analysis thus examines how discourses function as instruments of power, shaping individuals' identities, subjectivities, and behaviors. This approach reveals how knowledge production is inseparable from power dynamics, influencing not only how we understand the world but also how we govern ourselves and others. One of Foucault's seminal works, Discipline and Punish, vividly illustrates these dynamics through historical and contemporary examples. By examining the evolution of punishment from public spectacle to institutionalized discipline, Foucault shows how power operates not just through punishment but through the regulation and normalization of bodies and behaviors. Institutions such as prisons, schools, and hospitals, he argues, function not only to punish but to produce docile subjects who internalize disciplinary norms and surveillance mechanisms. Moreover, Foucault introduces the concept of biopower to elucidate how modern states and institutions govern populations through techniques of surveillance, classification, and regulation. Biopower involves managing and controlling life processes at both the individual and population levels, influencing health policies, reproductive practices, and forms of social inclusion and exclusion. In his exploration of governmentality, Foucault delves deeper into the techniques and rationalities through which states and institutions govern populations. This concept highlights the deployment of knowledge, expertise, and technologies of power to shape individuals' conduct and aspirations. Governmentality extends beyond direct coercion to encompass more subtle forms of governance that influence subjects' self-regulation and compliance with societal norms. Critics of Foucault contend that his emphasis on discourse and micro-level power dynamics overlooks the role of macro-level structures such as economic inequalities and class relations. They argue that Foucault's framework fails to adequately address material conditions that shape power relations and social hierarchies. However, Foucault's methodological approach of genealogy offers a critical tool for unraveling the historical contingencies and transformations of power and knowledge. Genealogy disrupts linear narratives of progress by uncovering the multiple, contingent, and often contradictory forces that shape discourses and power relations over time. Foucault's work continues to provoke lively debate and critical engagement within academia and beyond. His insights into power as productive, pervasive, and intimately tied to knowledge production have inspired scholars to rethink notions of agency, resistance, and social change. By foregrounding the complexities of power dynamics and the role of discourse in shaping subjectivities, Foucault challenges us to critically interrogate how power operates in our own societies and to envision more just and equitable futures.